Welcome back to Care Simplify channel. Please don't forget to hit the like button and then also subscribe to the channel for me. Right, today we are going to look at the paragraph settings. We will be looking at the basic paragraph settings and also the advanced paragraph settings. Right. If you go to the home tab now or the home ribbon, you will see the paragraph group from here to that side. Now, when I click on this arrow, it's going to open the paragraph settings for me. Alternatively, you just go to tell me what to do, then you say paragraph. It's going to open the paragraph settings for you. Now, we'll be looking at the basic paragraph setting, and then from there, we go to the complex paragraph settings. So I have these paragraph settings here. First one is the bullet. Second one is the numbering. Under the paragraph settings, we also have the multi-level list. We have the decrease indent and then the increase indent. We also have the alignment, that's the left alignment. We have the center alignment. We have the right alignment, and then we also have the justify. Then next to the justify alignment, we have the line and paragraph spacing. And then we also have here the shading if you want to shade a certain paragraph or to fill in a certain paragraph. And then we also have here borders and shading. Then next to borders and shading is if you want to sort a paragraph. Right. And then next to sort, we also have show or hide, which we call it the paragraph mark. So we'll be looking at these settings, right? So if I select the first paragraph, you don't need to even select, you can click inside the paragraph. And then if I want to, first of all, to fill or shade, I go there and choose the color that I want to highlight. So whenever you apply any of these paragraph features, you don't need to select, unlike font whereby you have to select. You just click inside the paragraph. So here, when I click inside, then I can choose the color that I want to shade with. Good, that's the shading. Now, we move straight to another paragraph settings called the borders. Now, if I want to apply a border around it, I just go to the borders and shading. Then you find border and shading. So we have the borders. Then I can choose any of these border settings like box, shadow, 3D, or customized border. And then you choose the style, the line style that you want to apply. Then you can decide to choose the color. And then the thickness of the line also, 3 pt. Then here, it's very important. If you choose like the customize, then you need to now choose or decide whether you want the border to be on the left side or maybe top and bottom. So if I want it to be on the side, I click there. Then it's going to be applied. So if I don't want it to be on the top and in the bottom, I click on these two. If I want it to be only on the side, also not on the side, you click on this to remove them. Right, then apply to the paragraph. You're applying to a paragraph. So that's how we apply borders and then also shade a certain paragraph. Right, now the next one will be how to sort or swap paragraphs. Now, I have these paragraphs here. Let's say I want to change these two paragraphs. I want this one to be the first one and this one to be here. I can use the sorting part to change them. Now, I select the two paragraphs. And then you click on A to Z, which is the sorting. They sort by paragraph. We have the headings. You can also sort by heading or a field. So here we want to only swap the paragraph. So we don't choose the heading. If you want to exchange the headings, you select the heading. So now here I'm going to choose the paragraph, and then the type will be text because they are not numbers there. Sometimes to be date, but because this one is a text, I select text. Then here, whether ascending, that is from A to Z, or descending from Z to A. So here I will choose A to Z, and then okay. So you can see that job creation has swapped its position with the arise of green jobs position. So this is how we swap paragraphs when you want to use the sorting part. Right. And then the next to the sort is the paragraph mark. When you click on paragraph mark, it shows all the hidden formatting symbols, and it shows the paragraph mark as well, which is useful for advanced layout tasks, whereby you want to show or you want to see where are the breaks or where are the sections and which text has been hidden or which text has been formatted in a certain way. So when I click on it, it's going to show me where every paragraph is ending. And then again, it will also show you whether there has been soft enter or there has been the normal enter. It will show everything in the document. If it has been double spacing, it's going to do that as well. So we use the show or hide to identify different formatting marks. If you don't want it to be there, you just click on it to deactivate. Right. Then the next type of paragraph setting that we are going to look at is the alignment. Alignment is how you place or you position the paragraph or text. So let's say this paragraph here, I want it to be justified. You select or you click inside it. This is justified. And then the shortcut is Control J. So you click on it, then to be justified. Now, here, if I want it to be center, you click on center, which is Control E. So this is center. And if I want this to be left aligned, it's there. If you want it to be right also. So basically, this is how we change the alignment. And next to the alignment is the line and then paragraph spacing. So if I want to change the spacing of this first paragraph, you click inside it, and then you see line and paragraph spacing. So if you want it to be 1.5, double spacing 2.5 or 3, or if the question has specified whether it is exactly or at least, you go to line spacing option. Line spacing options. Then it's going to open the paragraph settings for you. So we have multiple, we have at least, exactly, double, 1.5. So if I want it to be exactly 3 PT, I choose it, and then I now change the PT. Right, the PT stands for point. Take note. So if you want it to be at least, then you specify the point. Then okay. Right, so that's how we change the line spacing. You go there, this is the line and paragraph spacing. Or alternatively, just go to the tell me what to do. And then you can just do spacing. Or you just you start by spacing, there's a line and paragraph spacing. Then you see line spacing option. Or you just choose paragraph option. Right. So that's how we change the line spacing, which is the spacing between each line. Now, we also have the paragraph spacing, the spaces between each paragraph. And we have before and then after. So if I want the paragraph spacing for this one, Again, you can use the same line and page line spacing option. Or you can go to tell me what to do, then say paragraph. Then to give you paragraph setting. Then this is the paragraph spacing. We have before and then after. So let's say before you want to set it to 6 or 12 pt and after to 6 pt. Then okay. So that's how we change the paragraph spacing. Now, another aspect of paragraph settings will be indentation. How to set your indent. Let's say I have this paragraph. Now I want to do the indentation to 2 centimeters. So I can use the ruler settings. If you shift this to 2 centimeters, this is the left indentation. Now with this one here, if I want it to be first line, only the first line to be indented. Indentation means to push inside. Now, if I want the first line, is the top one, I only click on the top one and change it to 2 centimeters. So this is the first line indent, and this one is the left indent. And this one also here, if I want to change the right indent, this is the right indent, and then you take it. Let's say I want the right indent to be 11. So this is the right indent by using the ruler. And if on your computer there's no ruler settings, please don't forget to go to view, and then you take this ruler. Right, so this one is first line, this is the left, this is the right. Now let's take a look at another type of indent, which is called the, if I change only the first, we call the hanging indent. The top one here is the first line, the bottom is the hanging, but if you come down here and you change both, is the left indent. So be careful. If you put the mouse pointer there and it shows left indent, it means both the top and then the bottom will move. But if you click on only the top one here, not at the bottom, the top, and then you shift it, we call this one first line indent. This is the first line indent, and this one the hanging indent. You will see that the first line will be remaining, and the rest of the text within the paragraph will move. This is called the hanging indent. This is the hanging indent. This one is the first line indent, the top one, and this one is the right indent. So that's all about the indentation. Indentation. You can also use this one, increase and decrease indent. Right. Then we also have what we call the bullet and numbering. So if I want to number these, I just select them, and then you see bullet. You can choose any bullet. The question will tell you which bullet you must apply. Or sometimes it will ask you to insert a picture as a bullet. So you go to define new bullet, and then you see symbol or picture. So if you want a picture, you go there and then you select your picture as a bullet. You click on picture, and then it will load the picture from file. Then I can choose my picture that I want to use. So let's say I want to use this picture, and then that picture will be there. Right. So to be the picture bullet. And if I want it to be also bullet, define new bullet. And if I want to use the symbol, then I can now select the type of symbol that I want to apply. Let's say I want to apply Indents. So I delete the font and type Indents. Or you can just select it And I want character code 200. Let's say 200. It will take you to that character code and okay. So this will be my bullet. Right. So this is the bullet. And if you want it to be numbered also, we use number in this one. We have A, B, C. We have 1, 2, 3. So depending on the type of bullet that you want to choose, then you choose that type of bullet or the numbering. So this is the bullet and numbering. Now this part here, multi-level list, is for grade 11 and 12, which we will discuss it in the next lesson. So basically we have dealt with the indentation. We also talk about the spacing, the line spacing and paragraph spacing. We also discussed the alignment, and then also how to sort, and then shading. Now, there's also another important part, which is called when you go to paragraph setting, you have the line and page break. So we have the widow often keep lines together and keep net. This one, if you want the lines to be together, you select this keep lines together. So these lines here will always be together. If you select and then you go to paragraph settings, line and then page break, and then you take keep lines together. They'll always be together. Right, and then there's also another important one, which is the page break before. So if I want this one to be pushed to the next line, I click before that paragraph that I want to send to the next page. Then you go to paragraph settings, and then you take page break before, and then okay. So it will take you to the next page. Take note that is part of the line and page break. Line and page break. Right, then we were talking about the line, the bullets, the numbering. There's also another important thing, which is the line numbers. And now where do you find the line numbers? We find it under layout. Or if you don't know where to find it, you just go to tell me what to do, then say line number. Then to show you the line numbers, no line number or more line numbers. Right. Or you go to layout and then you select line numbers. So it's going to number all the lines for you. It's going to number all the lines for you. So you go there and then you choose line numbers. So we have continuous, or we have restart each page. If you want it to be numbered after every page, you start 1, 2, 3, or restart each section, or suppress for current paragraph, or line number option. So if I choose continuous, it will start from page 1 and then continue. So you see page 1 is going to number all the lines, 1, 2, 3, up to the last line. So basically, this is what is expected from you regarding the paragraph setting. Don't forget to always click on the link. We talk about the line numbers, line spacing, bullets and numbering, shading and borders, and then also indentation. So in our next lesson, we will specifically focus on the text stuff. Thank you for your time.